Good morning, Mrs. Walker and
Mrs. Hampton here. Today we're going to do a lesson on reading a passage. Our I can statement will be we are going to I can answer questions using key details from a text. Okay? So as we're doing this, I want you to think about what is it that makes a reader a good reader? What are some things that we've talked about that make a reader a good reader? Can you remember? Well, I know one of the things that we talk about is before we read a passage like this, we always look at our questions so we have an idea of what this passage might be about. So let's look at these questions, okay? Let's look at number one. Number one, what is the question asking? What is wind? What is wind? What word might I underline in there in that question? That would be a good key detail to look for. You're right, it would be wind. Very good, boys and girls. All right, and in our question number two, what is the main idea of the second paragraph? What should I underline in that one that I'm looking for? You're right, did you say main idea? But what paragraph are we looking at? You've got it, second paragraph. So it's very important that that's what you're looking for the main idea for. And question number three, what is the jet stream? What is the jet stream? And they have choices. What word or words should I underline there? You're absolutely correct. It should be jet stream. All right, so now we've read the questions. What are some other things good readers do as they're reading a text? You're right. You look at the title and underline the title. Will the title help you with your text? It absolutely will give you a great idea as to what to do. We look at anything and everything. So if this had a diagram or a picture, that is important. Here is a fun fact. So we might want to circle the fun fact. That's something to read as well. And what else do? We can number our paragraphs. How many paragraphs are here, Mrs. Walker? Very good. There are 2 paragraphs. And another thing good readers do, they always ask questions before, during, and middle of their read. And they think about it. Okay, what is the author's purpose in this? What is the author trying to do? Remember that pie. Is he trying to persuade me, bring me over to his side? Is he giving me information, facts? Or is he trying to make me chuckle and entertain me? And another thing that we need to do as we're reading is this fiction or is this a nonfiction? And that will help us determine what the author's purpose is. Okay. All right. Shall we move on then? Let's read this passage and see why the wind blows. I'm kind of curious. Are you, Mrs. Walker?
I am very curious.
All right. So, paragraph number 1. Would you like to read it, Mrs. Walker?
I would love to. Thank you, Mrs. Hampton. When air moves, it is called wind. Air that moves fast makes strong winds. Air that moves slowly makes gentle breezes.
Okay. That's very interesting. Let's go to